114-81, the final score. I'll leave it up to you. You want to put a period on the Rockets season now, or talk about Golden State now? Because we're going to do both.
I'm not saying anything about the Rockets.
So, talk about guys learning their lesson.
All those jokes you had when the cameras was off. No, you ain't gonna say that.
I'm not saying anything about the Rockets. I apologize to Daryl Morey, Tad.
No, that was doing what happened tonight, man. Talk about that.
Kenny, that was
Embarrassing.
I mean, that team plays with no energy and no passion. You would think, you look at, Ernie put the stat there earlier, from the time that Steph Curry had gotten hurt, you think it would energize them. Because they were tired the other day at halftime, ended up losing that game by over 20. And then to come out tonight and lose by 30, that tells me that team, and I know they got no passion whatsoever, man. I mean, they just go through the motions. And that's the one thing you can't do in pro sports, just go through the motions. You can get beat by a better team, but if you just go through the motions, you're going to get humiliated, especially by the team the way the Warriors play.
And that sounds like what JB was saying in essence, too, is like these are valuable times. These are precious times. You're in the NBA. You've got opportunities like this, and you got to embrace them. And they did not do that at all.
They didn't do it at all. JB made some correct statements. I think they definitely going to have to break this team up. This team all year long has not had an identity. They don't play together. They don't come out and play hard enough. They didn't stick up for each other. A lot of people talk about the other day when James Harden hit the big shot and you looked at the bench.
Yeah.
That told me a lot about that team. A lot of people come back and say, well, it was nothing, but that right there told me a lot about the team. You look at Golden State, you got a guy who hasn't played a lot. He comes, he hits a shot in the corner. Everybody on the bench, Steph's going crazy. And teams like that always advance and do well. But Coach Bickerstaff was right. They didn't seize many opportunities. But tonight they didn't bring it. Charles made a great point. Steph is down. We have a chance to come back and win. We didn't play hard to get blown out by 30. We call it a go far. GOFAW.
And I feel bad.
Fashion.
I feel bad for young Mr. Bickerstaff because he's been in the league as long as his dad was a hell of a coach, known him forever. This kid takes over a team. He's got a chance to, get a real contract out of this situation. If they have a great year and win a couple rounds, you don't ever know when you're gonna get an opportunity to be a head coach again. Yeah. But this has zero reflection upon him. This team, they don't like each other
at all.
You can just tell. And I've been on good teams and bad teams, but this team, their body language, they're not happy for each other.
Oh, it looks like just like five guys playing basketball.
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah.
Well,
the word that I always come up with is engagement. And when you're engaged into a situation, you pay attention to all of the details. So even to the real, the sense of the word that everyone talks about. You're about to get married, and it's an engagement. So you start paying attention to the details of what the other person needs and wants and gonna have. But when you're not doing that as a basketball team, you have these moments because you're not paying attention to the details of the scouting report, the needs, the wants of your other teammates. And it's obvious, you could say it's hard to measure someone's passion or their heart, but you can measure their effort and their engagement by film. And by looking at that, there was no engagement and no passion to help.
You know what it reminds me of? The first year I got to Phoenix, we made it to the finals. We lost to the Bulls. And I remember when the next season started, I knew, I was telling my friends, I said, I don't think we're going to make it back to the finals. Because that first year in Phoenix, nobody complained about playing time. Nobody complained about who made salary and things like that. So we just wanted to win. Everybody was happy for each other. That second year in Phoenix, guys started complaining about I should be getting more playing time. I should be making more money than that guy. And we weren't happy for each other. We lost to the Rockets twice.
We said y'all wasn't gonna win either.
Yeah, but you could just tell we were not happy for each other like that first year we played together.
Meantime, on the Golden State side, they advanced to the Western Conference semifinals. They will play either